you are good at attacking and you're good at diving, but your team comp is, you see like right here. How can you see this? Your carry is like, Doom, save me! I'm your support. I saved you many times before and now I need your help. But what you choose to do, instead of peeling here, is you choose to push the bot. And he dies. And you see your target, you're like, a soldier with no team? Don't mind if I do.
I think you need to start fighting smarter.
So, on your team, I can already see that... I mean, your team looks pretty okay. You have Juno, Kiri, Soldier and Pharah, generally pretty good with Doomfist. Enemy team has very killable targets, like Soldier, Ashe. You are aware of the Lucio, which is good. You know that the Lucio is flanking. Pretty good decision making there. The Orisa was alone, so it made sense to kill her. Nice kill on the Ashe there after you use cooldowns. Now you're caught alone. It just seems like your team got picked off by the dive comp. So even though you killed like 2 people, your team died. Nice get out, you survive. You're setting up a play. Have a block. You go in aggressive. Ooh, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I would do the same probably. Like, you could have killed the soldier if you hit that punch. That was just like, oh, you missed the punch, so you die. But kill the soldier there, and I think I would have done the same. Now they're playing Winston. So generally your game plan here is gonna be more about punishing the tank now. Your team already switched over to Bastion, so that's good. You're trying to help your team here, which is good. Like, something I've learned is that after they buffed Moira, it's just not worth it. Like, unless you get a perfect combo, Moira is not gonna die. So, attacking a Moira with punch or using your cooldowns to fight her is generally a fool's errand. It's much better to focus the DPSs. Here you should go in. You could kill the Moira here because you used Fade. You decide to peel for your team, that's fine. You're missing a lot of punches this game, which is it's really hurting your potential. Even though like your mentality is right, it's just that the punches are not connecting. You're very good with left clicks though. Like, you can secure kills on your own. And here you seem to be, yeah, doing a 5k here or something. Okay. I would just get out here, if I could, which you understand as well. Nah, I mean, there's not really much you can do there. Just tell your team to push the cart, which they seem to be doing, and you can get back quickly. Yeah, I'm just watching a VOD that Judith sent me. Said he had some problems this game. Here you need to go back. You need to go back. You have no team with you. Everyone's in spawn. You need to, yeah. You need to just peel and take space if you can. Don't let your support die here. Lucio is killable. You understand it as well. You need to dash to the left side now. Nah. I wouldn't go for the kill there. But your team seems to be playing really passively. They don't go in with kills on you. Even though you understood that the Lucio could die, your Moira didn't go in with you. Or your, yeah, your Moira. Okay. So you need to play more passive this game, I think. I think that this is just a team that does not play aggressively. So, like these plays I would not go for example. Because that was a good kill. You seem to be able to get this one as well. Nice. Because you see, most of your kills this game are not a collaborative effort, it's solo kills. Your team is not helping you at all. Usually play with a voice chat, yeah. And in Platinum it's very challenging for players to see when you're going in. They usually don't follow up if you go in as Doomfist, so it's very frustrating. You are pressuring them a lot. You probably gonna kill Soldier here. The tank is coming back. You have Meteor, so you can play aggressive.
Meteor strike.
I would not do this. This I would not do. Now that Winston can dive you, you have no cooldowns and you die. Oh, you got saved by Kiri. But she dies in the process there to save you. Your team was way too far back for you to go in there. Great opener. Great block, play defensive, set up a punch. Miss, you get out. Great. Like, you're not bad. You are getting kills and you're doing a lot in the backline. It's just that this game, like this game, your DPSs are not doing much. Like, I'm just gonna, for reference, this is your Moira. And he's being attacked by the dive, you know, and a good Winston, while you go in on their backline, he will go on yours. You see, he's farming the backline right now. Sojourn is isolated here, she dies because they have Moira Winston. And all that's left is a Reaper now, right? So you killed Soldier, but this guy, they've killed your whole team now. And you're all the way over here. But it's good that you're pushing the bot, because they will have to come back at some point. The Monkey and the Moira are coming back now. But it's nice kill there. You use Meteor to get out. And here you need to play passive. You play aggressive, which I would not do again. Now you're dead. You die here. Kiri saves you again. Which is good job by her. You're very low here. Like, I think that this game... Okay. Like, the main thing that I see this game, in most team fights, is that you tend to overcommit quite a lot. And you don't only do it with your abilities, but you also overcommit with your ultimate. It kind of feels like you're playing completely detached from your team. And that's probably why you're having problems with dive. Because if there's no tank on the enemy team, or if you're not there to help your team as they're being dived, all of them are gonna die. Every single one of them. And while you can kill quite a bit, you have a lot of kills this game, and you've done a lot of solo plays, it still feels like when you get a kill, you still tend to overcommit. Like, you commit both cooldowns to kill a target, and then you're caught out and you die. Or you kill a target with all your cooldowns, you Meteor in, going full YOLO, and we've seen it like 2 times now, that you Meteor strike aggressively, while your team is playing way back, and you just have no one to help you. I mean, the the Kiri has TP'd in twice to Suzu to save you, but she usually dies in the process, right? Because she has no cooldowns left. So I think that this game you're just playing a little bit too aggressive. You see that they're really struggling against dive here. They're really struggling. Here you guys need to group up. Yeah, like in this game in particular. In this game you have to play more back. Like you see the enemy team. The enemy team are not especially like coordinated or good. It's just that they have more resources, right? But yeah, you played super split from your team here. And that's not only bad for your team, but that also means if you mess up your combo, you're gonna get caught off and you're basically alone. You die. Good punch. Your team is going in with you now. And you realize that, you go aggressive. This is good.
A fatal flaw.
Like, this was better. Like, you played a bit more back. There's still a monkey behind, by the way. And he's attacking your backline. Like, now you would need to help the guy that's in your backline. That guy is getting fucked. Nikita just got fucked in the ass of the two supports chasing him. And because you are Doomfist, you have high mobility. You should go and help him. If possible, of course. But I don't really... Yeah, that is just unlucky. That's only would have died 100%. But I want to go back, like here. I mean, this is the last team fight. Maybe your team clutches this. You have no ultimates, so... And they have beat, so I don't think... Yeah. But I wanted to go back here. I think it was here somewhere. So... Right here... Now you're staying with your team. This is good. You see how vulnerable your team is. And now you just attack the back line. And the Winston is killing your team. And if you were on voice chat, you might even hear your teammates being like, "Help, I need help in the back line, help." But I want to preface that with saying, like here for example, this is, I would never do this in a million years. It's too aggressive considering your team just died. There's no one there to follow up. And Meteor Strike is not an ultimate that's good enough to get a pick and get out, you know. It's very rare you actually get a kill with that ultimate. You going in with your... Like, this is a good opener, but now you need to play defensive right. Now you should peel and attack the Winston. Or the Moira. Like, this is good. You're rotating, your ability is good. You're creating a lot of space for your team. You did everything you could there perfectly. You fought in the choke, you contested the point, and you actively went after the divers. So that is perfect right there. Yeah, like the thing is, you are good at attacking and you're good at diving, but your team comp is, you see like right here. Like right here is like, how can you see this? Like, you see your carry is like, "Doom, save me! I'm your support. I saved you many times before and now I need your help." And it's only a Winston and a Moira. These things are not a threat to you as Doomfist. Like, you can solo these, probably. Especially if you have the help of a support. And this guy is coming out of spawn as well, right? But what you choose to do, instead of peeling here, is you choose to push the bot. And he dies. And you see your target, you're like, a soldier with no team? Don't mind if I do. And you farm this guy. But as you can see, you've taken the space here. Right? You are here, you kill the soldier. You're gonna kill the Ashe as well, no problem. However, this is what it looks like in your spawn. Like, in your spawn, these people cannot leave. They cannot get out of spawn. They even picked Reaper because the Winston is so much of a problem. But you will see that it doesn't really matter. Like, they will kill the Sojourn. Together, it's not only Winston, it's a Winston and a Moira. Both of can dive very aggressively. And the Reaper can't kill both. There's no way. And so he gets dived. He gets Suzu'd. Ult gets traded. Like, this is where the fight is happening, not on spawn. And you're here fighting their backline. And you meteor strike. Here you got a kill. I would meteor strike here. I would just get back with my team. And you... This I don't really understand, like, why your team plays so passively when you meteor strike in. But when you realize that a team is playing passively, you also need to play passive, you know. And I play a lot of games that remind me of this. I play a lot of games that remind me of this specific scenario, where I'm farming the backline like a potato in the ground, but my team can't do anything because there is the enemy tank is farming them in spawn. And in that case, you need to group up. You really need to group up. And that's what I liked about this part here. It wasn't exactly here. Like, here you guys are grouped up. And you go grab a health pack, that's completely fine. But like, now you see that now both teams have a tank. And you enter, you do your job, you do a great play here. And you see, you try to peel as best as you can, you rotate your abilities correctly, and you're fighting in the team fight with the tank and everyone. But yeah, like, even in the early game we saw that, like, you play really, really aggressive. You're on the back line. And, like, let's analyze the first fight. And then I'm finished. But I just want to look at the first fight again. Because the first fight is, how did you end up being alone? Let's analyze this from a bird's eye perspective. They're taking high ground. You understand that they were flanking. You were ready for it. They attack you from the side. You're protecting your team here. If you weren't here, your whole team would have died, by the way. They're doing a split push. You punish the tank. The Juno and Kiri are surviving. The Ashe is caught alone. The Kiri loses the 1v1. There's the Pharah here. Like, it's such a split, it's such a split comp. It was great in the beginning, but then, like, somewhere everyone just, like, runs off. Like, now your supports are stuck here and dying, and you guys are fighting over here. The thing is that their supports are self-sustaining. Lucio and Moira are fine. But Kiri and Juno just get destroyed by dive. And I was kind of surprised here as well. I was like, why is this guy completely alone? Like, now you're alone. It's like your whole team died. And even then, when your whole team is dead, you decide to go in for the play. Which I probably also would have done something like that. But now you've lost the mid-fight. You lost the most important fight. There was no clear winner. There was no clear winner in the first team fight. Like, both teams traded. When you were in this position, like here, you had just killed their tank. You guys were actually up. You were alive. Your team was coming back. It's 2v3 now. You have to wait for your team. You should have peeled there. You could have killed the Winston if you peeled for your team. He was completely... no cooldowns, nothing. But now, because you went in and didn't group up with your team, they managed to single you out. And now this mid-fight is lost. They cannot take a fight without a tank. And it will take a while before you... like, there's a real team fight going on. Like, this is good. You're now you're punching the whole team, you're getting value. Your team has space, they can shoot freely. Like, they can't dive as long as you're there. And now you go in. You decide to fight here. Punch in. I think this was just unlucky, that they had ults and stuff. But I think this was better. When you were all grouped up and you were actually getting value. Because the second you go away from your team, you will just get farmed by dive. A Winston putting down a barrier and like flanking supports and stuff, it's no good, no bueno. But yeah, all in all, I think you just needed to peel a bit more for your team, play more passive, and like not go for so many YOLO plays. There were so many times you died where you didn't really need to. Just because you, like, committed every ability, you know. But, it's a tough backline to kill as well. And that's also one of the things that you did good. You actually decided to prioritize killing the DPS instead of the supports. Like, everyone understands you can't kill Lucio and Moira. And you were like, okay, well, I'll just target the soldier and Ashe, which is correct. But, the problem wasn't them. They were not the problem. The problem was this trio in your team's backline, just tearing it up. And you don't have to, like, do everything. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, just controlling that space and threatening the Winston, like, if you jump in, I'm gonna start hammering you, is maybe what I would have done this game.
2 minutes remaining.
But other than that, man... looks good. You don't lose many duels at all. I mean, everyone you attack, you basically kill. You know how to shoot, you know how to combo, you know your movement abilities. So it looks good. It's just that you need to adapt your playstyle a little bit more. To not only the team situation, but also like what your team is playing and what the enemy team is playing, right? But, yeah, but mechanically you're fine. Mechanically you understand the hero. You don't play him, like, in a weird way, or like you understand the hero. It's just that when you use this playstyle that you do, which is 100% aggressive, then if your team doesn't go in with you, or gets farmed, well, doesn't matter how many kills you get. It's war of attrition. I'm gonna take a piss. And we go right back to the ground.